Welcome, everyone who came to listen or is listening to the recording after. First of all, I would like to wish a very happy birthday to Smedal, our resident British, Eldritch, beast from the beyond. He's turning 647,000,002 years old, and may he live for countless more eons. Second, I would like to wish a very happy 7th birthday to RPGStuck. I have had this number in my head for a while, and nothing I could think of could do it justice. In lieu of any hacked-together videos as would be tradition in previous years, I have elected to do what most people do in the real world, and have prepared written remarks for the occasion. The reason why 7 has been in my head for a while is quite frankly because Homestuck lasted 7 years. And I was there for almost exactly half of it, having found the comic in the middle of October of 2012. I was about to turn 11, which is not a great age to read Homestuck at. Most of the themes flew over my head at the time, but I latched onto the idea that a group of normal 13-year-olds, who actually act like overly online 13-year-olds, unusual for written media at the time, can have adventures together and grow as people. When I was 13, I found RPGStuck, then a 1-month-old community in April of 2015, looking for new players. We didn't have much of a culture yet, or a system even, and due to the efforts of our community members, we have now had many cultures over the years. 2015 through 2018 have each felt like fundamentally different eras of the community to me, with the last 3 years being the most stable in that regard. But my opinion is just that, an opinion. Another one of my opinions is that in the past 7 years and through all of these cultures, we have managed to achieve a couple of feats extraordinary among Homestuck tabletop communities, or even online communities in general. We have created a diverse, welcoming, and accepting environment through the efforts of our community members, even those who are not playing or have never played. We have created a shining city upon a hill that's lasted for 7 years, yet welcomes new people from day one with open arms, a link to the help channel, and answers to their questions from how do I write a compelling backstory to what does peace stand for. We have created a space where through dedication, moderation, and persistence, we have built a tabletop system born from our free time and the spare room in the back of our heads where a little mouse sits in a dusty corner. Most of all, we have created a space where you challenge yourself, and we challenge each other to keep writing new and better stories. In the space we created, the stories you tell can and will be remembered by others, and traces of the stories you wrote will be present in theirs. Some, both in the Homestuck fandom and outside, have only paid lip service to the idea that people should be able to write and create freely without regard to who holds what rights or power under culture or law. We embody this principle directly put into action. Through your storytelling, you have an impact on our community, and through our license, you are free to create with our system. Speaking of the impact of storytelling, the quote in my Discord accounts about me is "Ceux qui ne comprendront pas son prix, pas moi, double sa vie, une attitude, toute de soumission, toute d'infériorité," by the French composer Eric Satie. The French-speaking members of the community will immediately commence roasting me after hearing my butchered pronunciation. This translates to "whoever does not understand is asked by me to observe an attitude of total submission and inferiority." It is one step below the level of confidence you need to be a session master. I would like to mention the sessions that have been completed in the past year, and the session masters who have carried them to their completion. Soul Song was a session driven by Soradin, one of the latest works that balance character-based, player-driven fun with plot-driven motives. Session 2 was a session by Dialga Drake X, composed mostly of newbies to the system that finished in an extraordinary time with an explosive finale. The Regicide game was a short game by Smedal, about a contest between pretenders over who gets to take the Alternian throne. It has paved the way for shorter sessions with different contexts and Sburb to be held in the future. Most recently, Borrowed Time was a 19-player session by Rainbird and Smedal that took place over the course of 3 days. Although it doesn't meet the usual criteria for a completed session, nor is 24-hour round-the-clock updating sustainable, it has touched the hearts of its players and has left a significant impact on the community in the time it was run. The quote in my Discord status is "Que não seja imortal, posto que é chama, mas que seja infinito enquanto dure." The Portuguese-speaking members of the community may now join the roast. This translates to it will not be immortal, as it is flame, but it will be infinite while it lasts. In the original context, a poem by the Brazilian composer and poet Vinícius de Moraes, this quote refers to love. I interpreted these two lines as an expression of passion, which is the love one has for themselves and their creation. Even though the artisan and their creation will both be forgotten by time, the creator's passion for their work is endless while they both last. With this quote, I would like to acknowledge and honor the sessions that have not made it this far, due to player inactivity or mutual agreement. Games can't last forever, and despite what any internet cult of personality would have you believe, real life always takes priority. Whether you're going to college, graduating college, getting a new job, starting a family, or a similar period of life-changing transition. Know that while you were here to play with us, we were made greater by your contributions, and we hope you had fun too. To the sessions that still run, or to those about to rock, we salute you. Your flame will not be immortal, but may it be infinite while it lasts. In the words of a famous Italian plumber, thank you so much for playing our game. That was it. I have that, and now it's time to read the census responses. In August, you want me to say wahoo? Wahoo! There you go, I gave you wahoo. So in August, we had a census. Please never speak French again. Your DNA is shattered in pain. Too bad. All right, so in August, we had a census. And the census had a little box at the end that says, is there anything else you would like to say? These comments will be read on the live stream. I did not get to make that live stream, but I have this, which is the next best thing. I never really got an excuse to hold one, but now there's an excuse to hold one, so yeah, here we go. Let's start. First one. I want to play. Let me play the goddamn game. Statistically, it's likely that this person either left or played the game once and then left. So, keep that in mind. Filling out my own survey as usual, I see. Yeah, that's me. Love your game and work. Love you guys. We love you too. Thank you, mods. No, thank you. I never respond to LFG posts, and I am Bobo the Fool because of it. Yeah, you can't get into a session if you don't sign up. So, sign up. Try it. I dare you. Pokes Jerry. I felt that. Fortnite. Yeah, same. Fat Husky. Yeah, same. Playable carapations when? I don't know. I made a homebrew based on it. I think other people did too. I swear to God somebody else did, but if I'm the only one, then okay. Can I go to the bathroom now? Yeah, you may. Just get out of your seat and leave quietly and then come back when you've done your business. Connection terminated. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Elizabeth, if you still even remember that name, but I'm afraid you've been misinformed. You are not here to receive a gift, nor have you been called here by the individual you assume, although you have indeed been called. You have all been called here, into a labyrinth of sounds and smells, misdirection and misfortune, a labyrinth with no exit, a maze with no prize. You don't even realize that you're trapped. Your lust of blood has driven you in endless circles, chasing the cries of children in some unseen chamber always seeming so near. It's somehow out of reach, but you will never find them. None of you will. This is where your story ends. And to you, my brave volunteer who somehow found this job listing not intended for you, although there was a way out planned for you, I have a feeling that's not what you want. I have a feeling that you are right where you want to be. I am remaining as well. I am nearby. This place will not be remembered, and the memory of everything that started this can finally begin to fade away, as the agony of every tragedy should. And to you monsters trapped in the corridors, be still, and give up your spirits. They don't belong to you. As for most of you, I believe there is peace and perhaps warmth waiting for you after the smoke clears. Although for one of you, the darkest pit of hell has opened to swallow you whole. So don't keep the devil waiting, friend. My daughter, if you can hear me, I knew you would return as well. It's in your nature to protect the innocent. I'm sorry that on that day, the day you were shut out and left to die, no one was there to lift you up in their arms the way you lifted others into yours. And then what became of you, I should have known you wouldn't be content to disappear. Not my daughter. I couldn't save you then, so let me save you now. It's time to rest for you and for those you have carried in your arms. This ends for all of us. End communication. Yeah, okay. Somebody actually posted the entire... It ruined the formatting of the sheet. It was so fucking long, it ruined the formatting of the sheet. Take my answers with a grain of salt, because the session I played in for 18 months and currently SM are both 2E. Yeah, we did. I guess. I don't know. I'm not in charge of parsing the mechanics stuff. Y'all have built something wonderful here, and I'm beyond glad I found it. I'm beyond glad you found it too, and I'm beyond glad that you're here. This is the only Homestuck content I even think about anymore, to be honest. Yeah, that's entirely fair. Omae wa mo shinderu. Nani? JK, it's been a blast to get into RPGStuck over the pandemic. Shh, don't tell anyone, but I haven't even finished Homestuck. Well, I mean, I read through it, but that doesn't mean I comprehend it, Lamau. The system is really fun to mess around with, so kudos to all the developers, and the community's super welcoming. Thank you so much. Face was here, spelled W-U-Z. All right. RPGStuck Epic, send tweet. Jerry is the giant rat who makes all of the rules. I don't watch the Discord, but when I do, it's to fill out the census. I'm the least active lurker in the world. I appreciate all of y'all so much. It's been a pleasure to be part of the community. I appreciate you too. I have no idea how to play RPGStuck, and I first arrived in 2019. I'm more powerful than all of you. Do you know how to play it now? I'm curious. This is a fun system to homebrew. I ran a session centered around demonic influences and reworked the alchemy system slightly to fit. It basically centered around sacrificing items to create new ones and enhancing items with sacrifices as well. Yes, it worked with people. That's fucked up, but it's also cool. Hi, hope you're having a nice day. Yeah, I hope you're having a nice day too. I kind of just joined the Discord, then couldn't really find the rules, I think, after minimal effort, so I've kind of just been in the Discord server. It's in documents. They're in they're in the documents channel. They're in the okay. Someday I hope to be lucky enough to be in a session that doesn't die shortly out the gate. Someday I hope you're lucky enough to, or you could just start one with your friends, but statistically they're probably going to kill the session right out the gate as well. Scrimblow Bimblow is a nice sounding name for a funny little guy. I don't even know how to respond to that. What am I realistically going to say to that? I'm going to... It's not even a valid anything name. I'm just going to 150 you anyway. Zabloing. Yeah, me too. I want to steal Beck's dog. Good luck. She might bite your face off. Whether I was referring to Bex or Bex's dog biting your face off. Probably both. I like the April 1st Among Us update to RPGStuck. I think we should start a community for that. Yeah, there is a community for that. It's called RPGStuck. I love you all. Thank you for making such an amazing community that I feel at home with. I have had so many amazing experiences and I met so many great people. You guys have changed my life for the better. Calm down, son. It's just a tabletop RPG. Yeah, that was actually part of the thing that they wrote. But thank you so much for being here, like, genuinely. They signed it. I don't know if they, like, want their name read, but, like, thank you so much. No. Okay. Thank you for all your hard work. Thank you for being here. I wish I remembered to participate in RPGStuck things, but whenever I want to, there's nothing to do. Honestly, there's not much to do except play RPGStuck. Like, that's literally what we're here for. Like, events like this are actually kind of rare. Partly because I'm lazy and partly because I'm lazy. Even if I haven't played RPGStuck yet, I plan on a huge session, and thanks to you guys saving people like me so much time. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's like thanks. Dick and or balls with a side of cock and nuts. All right. So you got spotted dick dessert and meatballs with a side of chicken and almonds. It's a not an off balance meal. Vriska, yeah, I disagree with that. I will always be impressed on how incredible this is. Yeah, me too. Poop. Yep. I love second edition, and I haven't played 3E. I'm sorry it looks so complicated. All right. I know like three. I know at least like 5 people who would realistically say this. What happened to that big doc of SM feedback? I have no idea, honestly. Pineapple on pizza is perfectly valid. No. No, it's not. Oh, wait, no. Only if coupled with anchovies and no sauce and no cheese. Then it's the most valid pizza. All the other pizzas are heretics. Been a long time, but I enjoyed my sessions. RIP C4S13. Oh my fucking god, that was a while ago. That took me back. My current session is on hiatus, but I'm excited to get back to it. I'm excited to get back to... Statistically, it's probably likely that this session just died, but, you know, if you got back to it, you got back to it, and I'm very happy for you. Yeehaw! Yeah. Hello, Jerry RPGStuck. Thank you for putting this together, Pet Jerry. I didn't put it together. The mods did, as in, like, me and the mods. Like, we all put it together. I didn't even make RPGStuck. I just didn't. I'm just here. I hope y'all are having an amazing day. I hope you're having an amazing day, too. Trans rights. Yeah, I agree. I just wish my players would be honest if they want to mercy kill our session or try and revive it. Yeah, statistically, it's likely that this session just died as well, but honestly, I don't know, maybe you should have talked to your players directly instead of making me read this on a live stream, but who knows. Add shitty mechanical romance options for trolls or bust. I'll leave that up to Merc. Hi, I'm currently planning to be the SM for a session that I wish to play with a private group of friends. There's a bunch of stuff that we haven't decided yet, like if it's going to be text-based, live through VC, or a mix of the two, for example, but the world building and planning has been a lot of fun so far. I would just like to thank the RPGStuck community for creating this game, and I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're doing well too, and I hope that your game is going to be excellent, or would be excellent, considering this was written like, what, 8 months ago? 7? I am grateful that RPGStuck exists. I met a lot of friendly people, joined vast amount of sessions, and made far too many characters that you could make a book with all of them filling in the rules of main, side, and every other role. Weird how random people on Pester Chum actually get you to such communities. Thanks for existing. They signed their name. I know who they are. Thanks for being here. Like, thank you so much. Whoever reads this is legally required to say trans rights. This is the law. Trans rights, you fuck. Bonus points, donate $5. It actually has a $sign before the 5, which I think is fun. Like, $5 to an LGBTQ plus charity. If you do, I'll give you a tier accessory for free. Well, you already made me say it 3 times, but I'll say it a 4th time. Trans rights. And I regret to inform you that my finger slipped. I did not donate $5 to an LGBTQ plus community. Instead, I donated $61.20 plus a processing fee to the Trevor Project, and a proof of this is an announcement. So I did the funny meme number. And if you want, you can donate a meme number 2 to the Trevor Project, or maybe even more than a meme number if you are financially capable. I decided to do this. It says dedicated to in honor of RPGStuck community. So this was just out of my wallet. RPGStuck is free. RPGStuck will always be free. RPGStuck does not ask for your money, and RPGStuck will never ask for your money. So This was literally just me, because I have a job. So, yeah. Thank you, RPGStuck. Thank you. You're epic and so damn cool. I know. Me as in me? Me as in the system? I think you should add the question of what is your social security number to the next census. You can post your social security number right now in the chat. You can. You're not required to, but you can. You're free to make your own choices in life. Shout out to Merc. If it weren't for them, I would currently hold the title of longest anyone has gone without being accepted into a session. Wow! Wow, that was passive-aggressive, okay. On top of that, they taught me what I was doing wrong and critiqued me, which really helped and I'm grateful for. A true Chad. Merc is a Chad. He is just a beast. Absolutely adore the system. I think if and only if you had time, it'd be a good idea to enlarge some text and make it more distinct. As it reads now, the system's a tad bulky, which makes skimming it for the relevant info a little tricky at time. Oh, and some kind of official guideline on making your own specify. Thank you for listening. I don't know. You probably should have put that in mechanics suggestions, but I don't know. We don't actually have either. I don't know. Maybe we have some kind of guideline, but there is like there is a formula. You can figure it out, reverse engineer it. I don't have any current or future plans to play RPGStuck, but I did in the past, and I enjoy being a part of the community in the Discord regardless. Mostly in the BUP. I enjoy you being a part of the community too. My experiences in official sessions have involved them fizzling out depressingly quickly. Yeah, that's official sessions for you, honestly, because like we are literally just like we ask people to SM like a completely perfectly normal session, and then, you know, surprisingly, as in not surprisingly at all, you know, people's enthusiasm just doesn't really keep up. But sometimes if you get like a passion project, I know CT turned hers into a passion project, which is really cool. I actually follow it sometimes. That it can be cool. It can be cool. And maybe your session can be revived in some way, shape, or form. Good job. No, you. Poggers. No, you. Sessions can take a lot more time to make than you think. Yeah. I wish I could finally be accepted to a session. Again, statistically, it's likely that this person either left or then got accepted into a session, played for like a month, and then left. I know that a lot of people is occupied with jobs, colleges, and other things that adults have to deal with. I have a job as an intern myself, but it would be very cool if there were sessions for players/SMs with similar ages, Discord rules for under 16, over 16, and over 18, rules to say if someone goes to college, work, or school, since it makes it easier to be active on a session and how active someone will be. I honestly think that like this should just be dealt with on an individual case-by-case basis in the signups, like saying like, okay, I am active. I am most active at like this time to that time, and like this is something that I tried to put in the making better sign up stock in the planning guide, and it's like that's something that I tried to do. I feel uncomfortable with making Discord rules for like minor, major, or like under 16 or whatever, because I don't think that information should just be like shared automatically. Like you should always assume that like a kid is around. Like don't post weird shit. Just always assume that like somebody who's like 15 is watching. Like don't be weird on the internet. And if you are, we will ban you. But I know that that's not the point you were trying to make. You just meant it in like terms of activity reasons. And honestly, I think that it would just be way easier to deal with on a case-by-case basis, because like think about it. What makes more sense? Like, saying, oh, well, I go to school, or, oh, my time zone is this, so I'm going to be active from this to that hour. So that actually plays a bigger factor in determining it. Hi, mod team. LaCroix emoji. Heart emoji. Hello. Could you give us a tutorial rundown on creating character backgrounds? I'm more of a mechanics guy, so I have a lot of trouble with it, and while everyone's quite helpful, I don't think I can just have others write my character's background, and leaving it too open would just be flavorless. I did ready Jude's backstory advice, but even going with it, I end up with way too big wall of text. I honestly think that like more is better than less. Obviously, you should try to find that happy median point, but like if you have a lot, then you can just pare it down to a little, unless it's like completely like garbage, unsubstantial bullshit. In which case, I don't know. But this was written back in August before the planning guide, so now we have a lot more guides to like, help you write backstories and personalities and stuff. And I honestly think the personality section matters just as much as the backstory, because personality is who they are, and backstory is like how they came to be who they are. And if they like just match up really well, then you have a good character. You just have a good character. The SM channel should be public. No, it should not be. We actually discussed it briefly because, like, oh, well, what if we make the SM channel public so new people could get advice? But then I realized that the SM channel also functions as, like, a place where people, like, mention, like, oh, I have a problem with this player or that player, is there anything I can do? And you have a community of people who are also actively SMing, hopefully, who can actually help you with these matters, or who did SM and can help you with these matters. So basically, it's just like a semi-private space for planning and spitballing ideas and resolving issues and, chanting one of us whenever somebody new joins. So, I'm not going to make the SM channel public. Give Bo a treat for me. I'm going to defer that order to Bex. Heart Bex. Okay. You know who this is. I know you know, so also know that I am all lovey you, okay? I know who you are, like, just by the typing patterns, and I love you too. I love you too. And finally, I'm going to read the post that was just on the front page of the subreddit now. It's been up for 42 minutes. Aberrant wrote this. Basically, it's the RPGStuck 2021 Community Best of Awards. So with RPGStuck's 7th year drawing to a close, what better way to celebrate than to recognize those that the community voted as the best of the community this past year? Truly worthy of awards, we are deeply thankful to the winners for how much you have poured yourself into the community. We also look to everyone in RPGStuck as a whole. This place couldn't be what it is without each and every one of you. It's truly become a special place over the years. Without further ado, the results were tallied at the end of the contest, and they're below. Please thank and congratulate the winners and honorable mentions. We present to you the best of RPGStuck in 2021. Cheers. If you're listed at all below, comment on the post so we can give you... Okay, that's just like administrative stuff. Favorite Session Master. As many may know from being an SM, it's no simple commitment, and leading a session to help make a great game for the players isn't easily done. And players know when their SM cares. The winner is Reynard. For the second year in a row, we have a winner. Doombound was a prominent feature this past year in voting, but we know you've run many sessions. From deep worlds to plot and characters, thank you for all you've done for your players. If you haven't checked out Doombound yet, it's in the Paradox Atlas, and the spectator link is linked. Honorable mentions, Ethan and Smedel. Congrats. Most helpful community member. As the community continues to grow, and with a system with paths and pillars and psionics and so many possible builds, there's bound to be lots of questions about characters and applying to sessions. Some community members are always there to lend a helping hand, and we want to recognize them. The winner is Fight Me Scrubs. What a landslide of victory. Thank you for your patience and ever-presence and help to whomever may need it. Thank you for giving back to the community, and congratulations. Coolest fan art. We have a lot of artists in the community across a variety of media, and it's always awesome to see everyone's creativity. There's so much fan art pouring out of sessions and filling the art channel. It's a lot of fun. We'd like to recognize some of the highest voted winners. The winner is Papa/Vey, and the nomination in this category was made specifically for a visual art piece done in honor of the 1-year anniversary of Moon and Stuck. You've made much more art than this, but that piece alone is clear just how cool of an artist you are. Thank you for your fabulous art. For anyone interested, here's a commissions post from the art channel. It's linked in the Reddit post. For an honorable mention, we have Otter Hater with their Umbral Ultimatum remix. Nice work. Most friendly community member. Sometimes you don't need an answer to a question. You just want a cool person to shoot the breeze or shitpost with. We love fun people, and we want to thank the people who hang around and help make the community an even greater place to be. The winner is Whirlybell or Dannykin on Discord. With a landslide win here, it's clear that the community appreciates your presence and smiling face. Thank you for being you. For an honorable mention, we have Keggy or the Reds on Discord. Cheers. And for the coolest session story moment, lots happen in lots of sessions, but sometimes some moments just take home the cake with their humor, drama, roleplay, and more. We want to recognize the SMs and players who poured the creativity into making those happen so we can enjoy watching and participating in those moments. The winner is Undead and Ethan on Discord. The Vintage Stuck boss battle between Velvas and Exectoris. Read the saga here, which is linked in the post. Well done and congratulations.